Hey class, today we're learning about finding the product, and if you take a look at this question, we have, let me grab a pen real quick, 3x plus 4, the whole quantity squared. So we write 3x plus 4 times 3x plus 4. Then we just multiply these out. Once again, we take the first term times each one of these, so 3x times 3x is 9x squared, and 3x times the second term is, let me write this out, 9x squared, and 3x times 4 is a 12x. And now we have one more step. We have to take the second term times each one of these. So take 4 times 3x, we get 12x. And we have 4 times 4, well, that would be 16. And then we combine any like terms in the middle. And so our final answer is 9x squared plus 24x plus 16. Take a look at this one. It says 5x minus 2y raised to the second power. So we write it out twice and we start to multiply. The first term times this term, so we get 25x squared. And then we take 5x times negative 2y, that becomes negative 10xy. Now we're going to take negative 2y times the 5. So we get negative 10xy. And negative 2y times negative 2y is plus 4y squared. Look at these two terms in the middle. They're alike. They both have xy, xy. Negative 10 makes them negative 20xy. Now, one of the things I want you to take a look at, now that we've done it the longer way, is a pattern that occurs for all of these. I'm going to erase this. And what happens is we actually see a pattern that can occur. You take the first term, I'm sorry, let me erase a little bit more of what I've already wrote so you can see this. If you notice, you could take the first term, 3x, and square it to get this term. You could also do these two terms multiplied together gets you a 12x, and you take two of those, so you get 24x. And then take the last term and square it, and you get 16. Personally, I like to just go ahead and multiply them out like I showed you to begin with. But I just want to make sure that you're aware that there is a pattern. You take the first term and square it, take the last term and square it at the end, and to get the middle term, we just multiply these two numbers together and then times 2 because there's two of those. All right, so there is a pattern for that to occur. You can also notice it on the subtraction question. So this one has 5x minus 2y. I'll go ahead and erase all this stuff so you can see when I remove the panel, there is take the first term, square it, take the last term, square it, and then 2 times both of these terms multiplied, so you could get it that way. I personally like just multiplying it all out and getting my answer. Your choice. All right, so you choose which pattern you like to do. Do you like to just write it out and multiply it out, or follow a random pattern? Your choice. It's not really random. I should say it's a set pattern. Pause your video and give these 4 questions a try, and let's see how you did. Welcome back. Let's try this. Let's take a look. This one should be x squared plus 6x plus 9. This one, and checking your work to see how you did. All right. Now, I'll just go over this one really quickly to make sure we go over one more question just to make sure we have this stuff. Okay, this one, I would have written x plus 3, x plus 3, x times x, x squared. X times the 3, 3x. Now I'm going to distribute the positive 3 times x, positive 3x. Positive 3 times positive 3, positive 9. Combine your like terms and you get this answer. All right, one more example. What if we need to find the product of these two binomials multiplying? All right, so we're going to go ahead and multiply out t times t, t squared. T times negative 5, negative 5t. And then 5 times t, positive 5t. And 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. Notice what happens? The negative 5t and positive 5t. When you put these together, you get 0. So the t's go away because it's 0. So you simply write t squared and minus 25. Let's try the second one, 3x plus y, 3x minus y. Notice the terms are exactly the same. This one has plus, this one has minus, just like this did up here. What do? We do the same math. We do 3x times 3x. We get 9x squared. And then we take 3x times the negative y. We get negative 3xy. Now, take the y term times both of these. So y times 3, positive 3xy. Y times y is y squared, and it has to be negative because there's a negative sign here. All right, these are opposites, so that becomes a big fat 0. So 9x squared minus y squared is written down. So if you've noticed the pattern here, basically you take the first, if it's showing the exact same letters and numbers in both, and it's written, for example, the t plus 5, t minus 5. Take the first term and square it, t squared. Take the last term and square it, and see how it says minus 25? We're at minus 25, and there's your answer. Same pattern happened here, so we have 3x squared, 9x squared, and take the y and square it, you get y squared. So there is a shortcut there. If you notice that these are exactly the same numbers, and this is plus, this is minus, you can just go ahead and write square of the first term and square of the second term. And it's a minus sign in between. All right, try these questions out. You can either multiply them out like I did, or you can follow the pattern and notice that they're exactly the same numbers with a plus and a minus, and take a shortcut. Your choice. Pause your video, give it a try. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and see what our answer should be. Square of the first term is x squared, square of 10 is 100, and a minus sign in between. Same pattern here, and we get 2x, that's 4x squared, and a minus 1 because 1 squared is simply a 1. X, so we have x squared, 3y, 9y squared, and the minus sign in between. And that happens every time you see a pattern like that. All right, that's great, and I will see you guys tomorrow.